just woke up.
Oh, all right. You just woke up. All right. So, how was the holiday? Because oh no, you was May 1 a holiday in Thailand?
In May, 1st of May,
Uh-huh.
we have a holiday.
All right. Okay, so how was it? How did you spend your
Uh,
holiday?
In that day,
Mm-hmm.
I go, I make merit with my coworker. I
Uh,
go, I went to similar temple, but it's not temple,
mm,
and make merit. Yes,
sorry,
and
you
then
made Marie?
merit,
Can you spell Marie?
merit.
M
Yeah, make a wish.
I make a wish.
Yes,
Like a prayer, something like that.
yes,
Oh, all right. So you went to like a temple-like place to make a wish with your coworkers. All right. So what
yeah.
was your wish?
My wish is if I uh, my wish is my life partner. Yes, and uh, because in the March I went to fortune teller and she said uh, if I go that place and I make a wish for my life partner
Mm-hmm.
for
To meet your life partner.
yes, yes, my life partner in this year I can meet up.
I can meet him.
Yes, I can meet him and
Uh,
I need specifically to make a wish mm, specifically to I don't know how to say uh, one I want he blah 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 two I want he blah 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 I need to
uh,
specifically to tell a god.
all right. Okay. So you need to specific. Okay. So you need to. All right. So when you make a wish about him, you need to You need to specify. All right. What he
Specify
looks like,
yes
what
and when him
his personality is like, something
mm,
like that. All right. What his job is sometimes. All
yes
right. You have to be very specific. You have to be very intentional. All right. You have to wish that with an intent instead of just saying, "Oh, I want to have a boyfriend."
mm,
But you have to have that boyfriend who looks like this, who has this personality and stuff like that. All
mm,
right. Okay, so here, so in March, so no need to add the. So for months, you can simply say in March, in April, in May,
mm,
stuff like that. And then here, I went to a fortune teller. So you just need to add
mm,
a. And then here, I can meet him. All right. Then here, you can say specify. So I need to specify. All
if
right.
I don't want to tell I can I can say I need to specify what I need to specify about him
All right. I need to specify. You can
about
say,
him if I don't
I
want to
don't want to
say
mention. Okay.
yes
So you can say, so if I want to meet him, I need to be specific about him.
อืม
All right. But to be specific about, or you can use the word intentional actually. Oh no, yeah, I think it's better if you use specific. Need to be specific about him. All
อืม
right. All right. So here, since you told me that you made the wish on what he looks like, you were specific on your wish about him. So, what was the specifications of what he looks like, what his personality like, and all that?
Okay. My spe specification, my
The
specific,
specification
my specification is
are.
he can, he can, he can get on with my family,
He can get along
get along with
with
my
my family.
family,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, not not jealous, not jealous,
All right. Not easily jealous.
not easily jealous. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
only me.
All right. All right. Very good. Okay. What else?
And uh, not come for he money better than me.
All right. So he needs to earn more than me.
Arrange.
All right. Well, that's very practical, especially during this time.
Yes.
All right. What else?
Uh, and not come for uh, my money.
All right. So, you can call that person a gold digger.
Oh,
All
not a
right. It's
gold
not a
digger.
gold digger.
Yes.
All right. Who doesn't, or you can simply say, so actually a gold digger is quite a harsh term. If you wanted a softer term, you can say someone who doesn't want me for my money.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, very good. Because you are a very successful woman, so it might be a risk for some men to only want you for your money. So you wanted someone who earns more than you, and someone who won't just get all the money that you worked hard for. All right, how about looks? Do you have some
No. I
specific
yes.
wishes?
I I know need. I don't specifically in look like, but
Mm,
I specifically in he had a good mindset. He had a good logic, and he
logic.
can analyze
Ana
analyze
analyze.
analyze.
Uh-huh.
He had a good analyze,
Uh,
and he
analy analyzation.
can
Um, solve problems.
yes, and don't use emotion.
All right. So you wanted someone who is radical, who uses his rational thinking.
Yes.
All right. Someone who uses his rational thinking instead of his emotions. Hmm.
Yes.
All right. So you wanted someone radical, someone mature, someone
Much.
who's emotionally mature.
Mm.
All right. So because not, if you're emotionally immature, sometimes you just use your emotions. You let your emotions overpower you. But if you are emotionally mature, then you are developed in a way. Like you use your critical thinking skills instead of just your emotions. All right. So for you, your type in men mostly is about the way they think. It's mostly
Mm.
about their brain, not really in the physical aspect, right?
Yes.
All right. So you're more attracted to someone's brain rather than the physical form. All right. Okay. So I hope that you would find the love of your life because of these wishes. All right. When was the last time you had someone? Like you had, so when was the last time you had a boyfriend?
Long, long, long time.
All right. So now you wanted to settle down and find your life partner.
Because now I'm 30,
Mhm.
and one day I read a, a paragraph. I read a news. They
Uh,
said if women 35 our age
ah.
is uh is not good. So I
Mm,
think if I want to had a family in this time, I need to find someone. And in this time, if really, I really don't have, uh, so I think I can get alone. I can alone.
mm. Okay, so you could all right, so you would be alone?
Mm.
You would be
If
single alone?
yes,
Ah.
if in this time I don't have someone, I think I can uh, I can be get single.
Ah.
It's not bad.
All right. So you can survive being single. All
Yes,
right. So it's still okay. Even if you can't find someone, it's still okay for you because you think you can survive being single. It's fine, even if you become single. All right. Forever. All right. That's actually nice. So so here, can you say this word again? This is with an R sound. This is red.
red,
Very good. So you read in
red
the news that if women turn 35,
turn.
all right, our eggs would not be good, or you can say healthy. All right. So here, every time we are using if, the next word would be would. So if and would are like partners. So if I do this, then I would be like, then I will be that. Something like
Mm,
that. So if and would. So if I exercise, then I would be skinny. If I would have a skincare routine, my acne would clear up. Something like that. So if and would. And then here the difference with R and L. So this is really.
really,
Very good, really.
really.
Okay, so here, all right, so this is about your wish, all right, because you turned 30, you wanted to find your life partner now. That's why
Mm,
you all right, you are also doing the advice of the fortune teller. so that you could get some help from above to meet the love of your life. All right. So are you on dating apps? Okay, what are some things that you do to meet the one?
No.
I know.
Now this where I went to fortune teller.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this is because my coworker
Mm-hmm.
called me up, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any point to ask her. And normally my point is uh, about work or money.
Mm-hmm.
And fortune teller, she uh, told me,
Mm-hmm.
yes, she
Ah.
told me if I want life partner, I would
Mm.
to make a wish. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So then
Ah.
why I go that?
Mm.
And now because this is I make a wish in 1st of May.
Mm.
This day is 5th of May, I think.
Fourth.
Yes, just 4 day. I think my God, not. I think now I on a queue.
Alright. You're
I
still
think
on
it's
the line. You need to
my
wait in line because there are
yes,
so many other people who are waiting for that stuff.
yes. I think
Ah,
now I on a
okay.
queue.
So here, all right, because you're only looking for one life partner, you'll add a. So if I want
All
a
right.
life partner, then I would need to make a wish. All right. So here, all right. Every time you are talking about one thing, you always add a. So if I want a life partner, I went to a fortune teller. So you
Mm,
always add oh, fortune, sorry. Fortune teller. Okay. Very good. So you're still on cue because all right, need to wait. All right, because
yes.
as they say, patience is a virtue. This is a very popular English idiom. All right, so we always have to wait.
Mm. Pancakes is a virtue.
Yeah, patience.
Patience.
Very good. It's like this patience. And
Patience.
patience. All right, is a virtue. So when, if you are a patient person, so a patient means two things. Of course, patient in a hospital. If you are sick, you're a patient in the hospital. But if you are a patient person, it means you can wait, a person who can wait without problems. All right. And the opposite of a patient person is an impatient person. So a person who can't wait. So it's impatient. Like, for example, the line in the mall, if you're about to pay something. So if you're a patient person, it's fine, even if the line is long. But if you're impatient, you can't wait. Like, oh, why is it so long? Something like that.
Mm,
All right. So here this is patient. And as they say in English, patience is a virtue. It's something that we should always have. All right. So here if we translate that into Thai, this will be the literal
mm.
meaning of that one. Patience is a virtue. Is
Oh,
a virtue. All right. And so here, ooh, that's our idiom of the day. All right. Because we don't talk about idioms that much. Okay. So here, all right. So they actually sent me an article that we will
yes,
read for today. It's from CNN Travel. It's about this Italian city wants to ban gelato and pizza sales after midnight.
yes.
All right.
I think this uh, topic is closer is cause of me.
Oh, it's because of you?
No, no, no.
Sorry.
Uh, this topic. is in is more
Interesting?
yes, it's
Uh,
more interesting and is close in real life. Yes.
all right, because it's real life. That's why it's more interesting for you to read. All
Uh,
right, because it's news and everything like that. All right. Have you been to Italy? Did you go here during your European travel?
yes. And in yesterday, I searched on internet is in English, and I in the first this the news about
Gelato.
economy about economy about USA, and
Uh-huh.
I think is hard
Hmm.
for me, and I find some I think is easier than that. I think this topic is easier
Easier.
than that.
All right. Okay. So here, let's try to read this article part by part, and then we'll try to discuss if there are new words
Mm,
here. Since this is CNN, some of their vocabularies are a bit deep, but we'll try to
mm,
learn more about these words. Okay? Can you
mm.
read this one? Venturing.
Venturing down the cobbled-back streets of Milan in search of a late night
Uh-huh.
gelato is an
Intrinsic.
intrinsic
Mhm.
part of Italy
Italian.
culture, Italian culture.
Mhm.
Many residents in the city.
Okay.
It
For
for many residents in the city.
residents.
Residents in the city. It
Okay.
is also a must do for the millions of tourists who visit Italy's fashion capital each year.
Okay. So here, all right. It basically said that gelato is already a big part of Italian culture, especially for Italians themselves. Okay, and even for tourists, they always try the gelato. Okay, every time they go to Italy. Okay, so are there new words here? Are there words here that you don't know yet on this
Ah,
first part?
venturing.
Ah, all right. So venturing, it's kind of
Yes.
like when you have an adventure, you venture in the adventure. So this is venture. So when you
Mm,
are venturing, this is what you mean. It's like venturing down the cobbled streets, like going down the cobbled back streets of Milan. All right.
Cobble street is mean
Ah,
Milan in the name of Milan Street. Mm.
all right. So when you say cobbled streets, so because some streets are not made of cement, they're made of cobble, sorry. So here, because in Milan, some of their
Mm,
streets look like this, right?
mm,
All right. So these are called cobble. Okay, let's search just cobble. Here, these are
mm,
cobble. So cobbled back streets. So they're not
mm,
like our streets where it's just cement.
mm.
They're filled with rocks. Okay. So venturing down the cobbled back streets of Milan. Okay, what else?
Intrinsic
Okay, intrinsic, it's like innate. All right, it's within them. Intrinsic. All right, intrinsic.
Mm.
All right. So it's intrinsic, and then the opposite is extrinsic. Extrinsic. All right. So intrinsic, extrinsic. All right. So in this part, it says that um, eating gelato in this in late during late night, like 12 a.m., 1 a.m., is an intrinsic part of the Italian culture. All right. So the
It means in this sentence, it means uh, when you eat gelato in the late night,
mhm,
uh, this is a intrinsic of Italy control.
uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah, very good. So it's like it's already a part of their daily life to eat
mm,
gelato in the middle of the night.
mm,
All right. Like it's normal for them to eat gelato
mm.
in at night.
In midnight. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
midnight, something like.
Mm.
All right. So you're all right with the first part?
Yes.
Very good. All right. Now here, let's read this part. But a new law,
Mm. But a new law could put an end to this long-held traditional
a tradition,
tradition. Marco Journ-
granelli,
Journally,
granelli,
Granally,
uh-huh,
the city's the
deputy,
deputy
mayor,
mayor
mayor,
mayor of security
or
for security recently un, announced
announced
announced plans to ban the sale of takeaway food and drink after midnight to preserve the
tranquility
tranquility
of
of 12 of the
cities,
cities buses,
busiest.
busiest districts.
Very good. So here, so I mentioned earlier, eating gelato past midnight, 12 a.m., 1 a.m. is already part of the Italian culture, but
Mm,
a new law could stop this. So
mm,
Marco Granelli, the city's deputy mayor, so he's like part of the government, he
mm,
announced that there are plans to ban the sale of takeaway food, so takeout food,
mm,
all right, after midnight to preserve the tranquility, so like the peace of 12 of the city's busiest districts. Okay, so are there new words here?
mm. In this part is mean because had a tourist to buy gelato in midnight and make uh, make uh, some and make and that uh, is not peaceful and that
Mm,
is not uh,
good.
yes, is that not
All
good?
right.
So now, if in midnight if you want to eat gelato, you can eat inside. You can eat in restaurant,
Mm,
but
all
cannot
right.
take away.
All right. So here in this part, They didn't mention about the tourists. All
Mm.
right, so it's for everyone. So here
Mm-hmm.
it's not yet a law, but it's just a plan to
Mm.
ban the sale of takeaway food and drink
Mm.
after midnight.
Mm.
All right, because it's
Mm.
too like they think that it's too loud.
Mm.
The city is way too loud, so they wanted to make it more peaceful in Milan.
Mm.
So they wanted to yeah, to ban the sale of takeaway food and drink.
Mm.
So yeah,
Mm.
all right. So here, let's try to read this part. Our objective.
Our objective is to seek a balance between sociability and entertainment and the peace and health of residents. Generally,
Granelli,
post, uh,
Gre,
ger-
Gre,
generally post on social
posted.
media, posted, posted on social media.
Yeah,
He added,
very good.
"We believe in a living city where young and old people have space they can share together.
Okay, spaces.
Spaces."
Very good. So here, this is what Granelli said on social media. Our objective is to seek a balance between sociability and entertainment and the peace and health of residents. So we believe in a living city where young people and old people have spaces they can share together. All right, so you know all the words here. Are there new words or no?
Seek
Seek. Seek is to find
are fine.
or to like get.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, what else?
No.
Okay, very good. And then the ban,
The ban which officials say is secondary,
necessary,
necessary,
uh-huh,
necessary to take
tackle,
to tackle excessive
excessive,
excessive noise in residential areas would
residential
residential
areas.
areas
I get
would also
prevent
prevent
establishment
establishments
from
from
sir.
serving food and drink in outside areas between the hours of 12:30 a.m. and 6 a.m. on weekdays.
All right, 6.
6
Very good.
and 6 a.m. on weekdays, and 1:30 a.m. and 6 a.m. on weekdays,
Weekends.
weekends.
All right. So here the ban. All right, because they think that these residential areas are too loud.
Mm,
It's hard for people living there to sleep at night. So they
mhm,
wanted to ban these establishments from serving food and drink in outside areas from 12:30 to 6 a.m. on weekdays and 1:30 to 6 a.m. on weekends.
mm.
All right, because I think in Italy they serve it 24 hours. Is it correct? Because I have
No,
never been to Italy, or you didn't see the restaurants.
yes, no, they not serve it on
Oh,
20 hours.
oh, all right. So it's not okay. It's not really 24 hours. All right. How
Yes,
about the gelato?
that normally we can saw
You
a
can
lot
see.
of gelato, and my mom said in this place they not eat food and they eat gelato because a lot
Uh,
of gelato gelato restaurant gelato
hmm? Gelato
gel-
stores.
yes gelato stores.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and
Uh,
when I went to Italy,
uh-huh.
uh, I think it's not 20 hours had a had a store has 20 hour they open because around 8 p.m. I in the hotel. I'm at the hotel,
Mm.
but normally around of hotel they close. And
Oh.
if you want to uh, more or you want to more late, you want more late, you need to go downtown
Mm.
or something is tourist place. You
Ah. Like Milan.
yes, you can find a
Mm.
store. You can find a restaurant.
All right. Okay, that's very interesting. All right. So in other cities, it's not really normal for restaurants or stores to be open at midnight, 1 p.m., 4 a.m. But in the
Yes.
tourist places like Milan, just like here, it says that they wanted to ban it from 12:30 to 6 and 1:30 to 6 because before it's open during those times.
Mm.
Okay. So, are there new words in this part?
Necessary,
Necessary is needed. So, it's another word for needed.
needed.
Very
Oh,
good.
needed. To tackle
Uh,
excessive
all right. So, to tackle is to take care of or to address.
or
Okay. So,
excessive
so
noise.
excessive is too much, like
Mm-hmm.
too much.
Mm-hmm.
Excess, anything that it's in excess is excessive. All right. So here, officials say that it's needed to take care of the too much noise in
Mm-hmm.
residential areas.
Esta-
Establish.
establishment.
Yeah, establishments.
Establishment.
All right. So establishments are basically the stores. So the restaurants,
Mm-hmm.
the stores that serve gelatos, milk tea shops, coffee shops. So those
Mm-hmm.
are establishments.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. Okay. So here, that is our thing. All right. Now let's try to read. All right. Hold on. Okay. So here, so every time we are using can, we always add the present tense. So no need to put use the past tense here. So
Mm-hmm.
here earlier you can say we can see. So people eating gelato even if they don't have they didn't eat rice or meat, but you can see some people eating gelato. So it's also the same with I we can eat, we can drink, we can travel. So it's
Mm-hmm.
always in the present tense.
Okay.
All right. If you wanted to use the past tense, you can simply say we saw.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's can, it's always the present tense.
Okay.
Okay. So here, let's try to read the next part. So critics say,
Crit- Critics say the ban goes against Italy culture and are calling for the law to be modified.
all right,
If
Italian.
Italian
Very good.
culture, uh, if approved, the clam down would come into focus as S E
Forest.
forest as area early early as
Early.
early as next month and will last unit November after this year's tourist season has wrapped up.
Wrapped up. So silent E. Wrapped up.
Wrapped up.
Okay. So here there are people who are against this ban because they feel like it's against the Italian culture. They wanted the law to be modified, to be edited. They want to edit the law. All right. So if approved, the clampdown would come into force as early as next month. Oh, all right. So since this article is released in April, I think it would be this month that it would be implemented and will last until November after this year's tourist season has wrapped up. Okay. So
Has
are there new
has left up is less than tourist less is lap up is mean it's not tourist season. It's
Yeah.
tourist less than last year November.
All right. So when you say wrap up, it's like when it's done, when it's over, when
Mm,
it's finished. So
mm,
after this year's tourist season is over, is finished.
mm.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So are there other new words here?
Clamp down.
All right. So a clamp down, this is actually a deep word. It's something that a government tries to stop something. So for example, this is a law by the government to stop something. So it's an example of a clampdown. So another example of a clampdown is if the government will ban all cars, if the government will ban all tourists from traveling to other countries, that's a clampdown. So anything, a sudden action taken by a government to stop something. All
And
right.
into force for
Okay, into force.
into forest.
Okay, so if approved, the clampdown would come into force. So it's like an expression that basically says that it would happen. The clampdown would happen. It will be implemented. All right. It would come into action. All right. So the
Is
clampdown,
this in this sentence? This law will use in next month.
yeah, it will be. All right. It will happen next month.
Mm,
So gelatos will be banned next month if this will be approved.
mm.
Okay. So are there
Okay.
okay, very good. So these are our new words for this part. All right. Of course, Italians love gelato so much. So there are a lot of critics that don't want the gelatos to be banned.
Mm.
Okay. So here, Milan's
Milan's gen gen huh?
gelaterias.
gelaterias are known to be
Gelaterias.
some of the best in the world. Italians
Passionately
passionately they
d-
debate
uh which
debate which gelatali is the best in
Gelaterias.
town.
sorry, this is gelateria.
Gelateria.
Okay, gelateria is the best.
Gelateria is the best in town according to Luca Finali,
Charlie. Yeah.
to general manager of the
Mandarin.
Mandarin Oriental Hotel in the city.
Okay, so of course, Milan's this is gelaterias, are known to be some of the best in the world. So the gelaterias are what we call the gelato stores. So more
Mm,
specific way to call stores or shops that sell gelatos are gelaterias.
Gelaterias.
Okay, so Italians passionately debate which gelateria is the best in town. All right. So here, let's try to read the next part. So
We we each have the ones we love the most. They say.
he
They,
says,
he say. Bera
says,
says.
uh-huh,
Bera, the
says,
cities are
order,
quarter and Gal, Garibaldi,
Garibaldi,
Garibaldi, well
uh-huh,
known for its high
Garibaldi.
end shopping outlets, are among in
among
12,
the,
huh?
among the,
Among the
the
12 districts in the
districts,
districts
uh-huh,
in the city expanded to be
policed
policed
by the,
by the new rules.
very good, other districts,
Uh, Other districts include no
tricks,
districts
include,
include
no,
Nolo,
oh, not,
Lacerento,
Melton,
Merso, Isola,
Sar,
Sa, Sa,
Sarpi,
Sarpi,
mhm,
Censarano, Arco de la
Pase.
Peace,
Okay. Pase, I think it's Pase.
Pase,
Uh-huh.
Coso, Comoca,
Alright. Como gay aulenti.
Aulenti,
Arco della Pace.
Pisinesi,
Say. Uh-huh.
and
And
Da,
Darsena
Dasena Navi
Navikuli.
Gli.
Okay. So here, all right. So, okay, they are trying to debate which is the best in town. We
Mm,
each have the ones we love the most.
mm,
All right. So, of course, Garibaldi, well known for its high-end shopping outlets. So high-end meaning expensive
mm,
shopping outlets among the 12 districts in the city expected to be policed by the new rules.
mm.
All right. So are there new words in this part?
Passionately, Italians, Italians in the
Passionately. Yeah.
passion.
All right. Passion. So when
Mm,
you do things with passion, they passionately debate. All right.
debate.
Because when they are debating something, they are fighting that. Hey, this is the best gelateria in town. No, this one is the best. It's not you, it's us. No, this one. So they're debating, they're fighting
Mm,
over which is the best gelateria in town. And they do it with passion, like, no, this one, no, this one.
mhm,
So here, passionately. So it's when you do things with passion.
mm,
Okay, passionately. Okay. Because for Italians, gelatos are really a very big deal. So they try to passionately debate over those things. All right. Okay. So what else?
Expanded.
All right.
Expense. The city.
Expected.
Expected.
All right. So it's when you expect. All right.
Mm,
So Garibaldi is one of the cities expected to be policed by the new rules.
mhm,
So they are the ones. So when you say expect, so you know that it's going to happen to you. So if you're expected to be policed by the new rules, so you know that you are one of the cities that will be affected by the gelato ban. All right. Because Garibaldi is one of is known for the high-end shopping outlets.
mm,
Probably they have many gelaterias. So in the new law of banning gelatos, Garibaldi will be one of them.
mm.
Okay. All right. What else?
No.
All right. Very good. So here we read the first part. For tomorrow, we'll try to read the next
Mm,
part for buying pizza and everything else.
okay.
All right. So here, since we talked about gelatos first, let's try to know your opinions about this since you've been to Italy. So
Mm.
now that we learned that they are planning to ban gelatos in Italy and Milan, what are your opinions about that? Do you agree or do you disagree?
I think in downtown and tourist place, tourist
Places?
tourist places,
Uh-huh.
I think normally uh, in that place they would open the shop or restaurant or the store. So in that place normally people is for business.
Mm. People are for business.
Yes, people are for business.
Uh-huh.
So in out of that tourist places, I think this is resident place,
Residential
residential place, place
places.
places. I think in the tourist places uh, is you can in the tourist places you can do you mm, you can do it. If
Mm-hmm.
in tourist places you can
Mm-hmm.
do it, but in residential
Residential,
residential residential places,
you can.
you can use this law
Mm.
is can help for resident people.
All right. So, all right. So, for you, on tourist places, like places with
For travel,
all right, you want, so it's okay for you if there are lots of gelaterias in tourist places, but in
yes,
residential places you don't want that because of course it would be hard for the people living in those places.
yes.
All
In
right.
the tourist places, you can take away gelato.
Mhm.
And if you want eat, what time if you want to eat is depend on you.
All
But
right. Right.
in the resident places,
Residential.
residential places
Uh-huh.
can have some rules to
Follow
control to the control a noise.
rules to follow. to control the noise.
Yes, because in
Residential.
residential places,
Huh?
a lot, a, a big part of people is for living, and in the midnight they would to sleep, they would to relax. Is for yes, is for another. You
Uh,
want to you want to look for another way, you want to think about living
mhm.
people.
All right. So here, all right, for you, of course, with residential places, you need rules. They have rules to follow to control the noise because of
Yes.
course a big part of the city is for the people, or you can say the residents, like
Mm,
people who grew up and were born in Italy. So it's unfair if the tourists would make their lives miserable just
mm,
because their hometown is a very popular place for
mm.
tourists.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. So, for your experience, do you think Italy is a noisy place or no?
If in a tourist places is
Mm-hmm.
have some noisy, but
Mm-hmm.
in my hotel, a lot of my hotel is, I think it's not noisy.
Oh, all right. So here you can say in the tourist places, there's some noise.
There's some noise.
All right. It's either you can say there's some noise or it's a little bit noisy. So if you
Mm,
just want to say it's a little bit, so
mm,
it's, so if you're using it's, you can say noisy. If you use theirs, you'll use noise.
mm,
Okay. But in the hotel that you had, you're very lucky that you have a hotel that is actually quiet and peaceful. So around your hotel, it's not that noisy. Okay, can you say this again? Around.
around.
Very good. All right. So here we talked about Italy and their ban for gelatos. So always remember the difference between noise and noisy. So when you
Mm,
say noise, it's like a noun. So we are talking about the noise that we hear. So there are different types of noise, like noise from cars, noise from people,
mm,
noise from the TV sometimes, or the music. But if it's noisy, so it's like an adjective.
mhm,
So it's a description of something, like, for example, she's so noisy, or the city is noisy. So it's noisy,
mm,
or they are noisy. The people are noisy. So this is the difference between noise and noisy. And always remember the R sounds. So this one is residential.
residential.
Very good. Okay, so here, this is our lesson for today. We'll continue tomorrow with
Okay.
the find for buying pizza part and the article.
Okay.
So,
Tomorrow in 8:15. Are you free? I
eight
can
fifty.
8:15. Normally
Oh,
we on 8:30.
oh, I have a class before that for
So
tomorrow. All right,
okay.
so it would be
So in
8:30.
okay.
All right, okay. Thank you so much. Nice meeting you.